这款要装视讯，不要啦，装视讯我眼睛会痛。啊，怎么会没有那个？他应该也不用视讯玩吧？Capture 会很大声吗？要不要啦？我把丢听。Chinese 使用眼部侦测功能，不要。我眼睛都酸了。视讯玩才有代入感。Webcam 不要啦，眼睛痛啦。玩视讯这游戏才会感动，会想要哭哦，真的假的？那我觉得眼睛会先瞎掉。好了，我跨麦了。视讯，我手边没有视讯啊，各位。除非戴 VR 头，它有支援 VR 吗？这是一款眨眼游戏，每次你眨眼，游戏就会注意到。你知道怎么运作了吗？请对白色符号眨眼。当你看到节拍器时眨眼，就会向前快转，继续眨眼。要得干眼症了，各位。我为什么没有穿？为什么没有穿？
That's mine.
Oi!
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with.
Huh?
So we're gonna have to find another way.
我连手都没有。
See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here.
Ding.
Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius.
植物人吧？
I knew you were
这是
special.
植物人是不是？
See all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
哦，这是灵魂哦。
See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion?
对，它只有一个耳朵。
Ah, premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there?
哦
Big scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged.
他是
I'm
死
gonna
神吗？
present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me.
都你在说。
Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers.
是不是放毒剪掉了他的耳朵？
是。三小啦，三小。 不要强奸椅子，好不好？
Sorry you had to hear that. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, alright?
人生跑马灯。
Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Don't be afraid.
靠腰啊！
And just try to enjoy it this time.
干眼症啊，不能眨眼怎么玩啊？
Look at that sun.
哦，
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
这样，为什么只有一点
Why are
点？
you smiling like that? Mm-hmm.
跟吃辣是不是？赞哦。
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
西小。他这用动态截
See
取
that big spiky plant over there?
哪里？
That's called an agave.
啊，龙舌兰
Years
哦。
from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree, covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes.
撑不住
It。really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now, where's the first page of my piece?
在你旁边。
I can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
在你旁边。在你旁边。
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
啊，怎么又变小朋友了？
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. You know, it'll really be something to see how he grows. Man.
哦，我发现一个作弊的方法了，各位，
Fantastic.
你不要看镜头不就没事了吗？ 对不对？
You know what's odd? Is I fear this battery isn't even working. Oh, memories.
我看 OBS 的话就不会眨眼，被他拍到啦。好啊，就不要眨眼啊。
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was I?
就这样。
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
不会啊，爸爸也不错啊。
I worry that my
所以我们刚才第一人称是理查，现在是这个，应该是他们的爱的结晶吧，不知道男的女的。
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand.
什么意思？
Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
哦，妈妈是艺术家，她不是音乐家吗？我看她一开始还写歌嘛。
That's sure a little mess of color.
乱丢。
You know, if you keep working at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom.
所以妈妈不是一个成功的艺术家，是不是？还是因为她只是没有名而已？哦，这好酷哦！
See? That used to be my piano.
My piano.
My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
哪个国家啊？
God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
有点像是东欧，是不是？ 等一下，
I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything though.
讲快一点，
He was what you might call the strong silent.
讲快一点。
Can you believe I grew up in the snow?
北欧
I
吗？
came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him.
不行了，
Okay, Benny.
极
Are you
限。
ready to see something really special?
哦，主角是男的，他叫
I
班
just
尼。
don't want him to get attached.
呜
Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
啊，怎么少一只眼
What's wrong
睛
with？that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
He's so cute.
哇，过敏了，结果还是没送走嘛。
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go.
There you go.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor?
C
Remember how
minor，C
to play that one?
minor。
Very good. Just one note different.
啊，按
That
错了
one
是不
sounds
是？
sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
哇，好可怜哦，不能养猫。
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
keep 不住啊！我已经尽力了啦。
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
哦，这是他认识他妈妈的故事，是不是？还留下电话号码
I。was a professor. gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost.
幸福肥啦啊，各位。
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
可恶，忍不住，忍不住啊！忍不住，忍不住，我无法度，我无法度啦。不是哦，很难呢。哇，你自己玩。还反正就是他爸爸是在一个莫名其妙的地方遇到他妈妈，然后我们就去旅行啊。哎，长大了是不是？
Wait, is that's my piece? How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure. But, you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task. She's...
不是啊，所以到底是谁？到底是谁？他找谁？所以他就是强迫他的儿子去学音乐，是不是？
Don't worry, I already did.
三小。
For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
所以妈妈也去兼职了，这样子。妈妈也是，应该是为了他的儿子去兼职吧，就为了让他去上那个学校。哎，变大了，可爱。哦，越来越会画嘞。哎，哎，哎，不乖呢。哇。
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised.
哇，老猫了，不玩了。
Hey,
猫老。
Why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know it's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
而且主角的视角越来越高了，有没有？
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music.
长大了。
I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
哦，原来是找他外公哦，就是他妈妈的爸爸嘛，不是那时候小时候也逼他去学音乐嘛。
You know, my father once told me when I was about your
Welcome home,
the
Dad.
only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
噔噔噔噔
So I asked
噔
him,
噔。
what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius
这音乐
just
好
as
听
I
欸
was.
儿子也是
He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me. I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that?
10年哦。
I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
啊，是为什么忽然不见面啊？我们是不是错过什么细节啊？不行了，很难呢，你怎么可能忍住不眨眼？你如果不靠作弊，根本不可能，好不好？啊，撑住！不能，快点去接！ 干不行，不行，太难了，我撑不住那么久，撑不住啦。哎，长大了是吗？节拍器，他爸有来吗？是不是出什么意外啦？
Subdivide the time. 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e and a 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e. You're off.
太严格了。
Ben, you can't hear that?
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it.
对，应该是他外公出意外了啦，所以我们还是妈妈教他嘛，对不对？
Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal.
可
Sorry, buddy. Turn around, L, so we can photograph you.
转过来，转过来，转过来，快点！
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
他妈妈越来越没时间了。这什么东西
？19个月了，老皮安安。
安安啊，感谢 fans。
Ernie, buddy.
Ernie!
For self.
Ernie, we need you!
God, L, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally
Eh?
indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I
猫咪
said
不
I'm
见
really
了
worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
God, honey.
恩妮不见了，
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
三小
Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
啊，公猫大肚子
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
哦，长大了。
Pee-hole distance.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just happened.
母猫啦，
Find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out.
吵架了，吵架了。夫妻吵架，为了猫吵
He
架。
keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it. Are you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, Manila Galleon is a particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those too.
It's insanely expensive, right?
No, can't put a price on learning.
I mean,
我长得好快哦。
and it's stupidly big.
对，就是儿童视角，然后越长越大嘛，不断的改变，短短的一段时间，那怎么半夜会跑出来？这个很难，这个很难。什么声音？什么声音？我撑住，我撑住，各位！干，很痛苦，很痛苦，眼睛很干。 眼睛很干，我快不行了，快闭上了，我快闭上了，我撑住！到底什么声音？阿干！
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex.
不行了，撑不住了，极限的了。有一首新音乐是不是？
But just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
888888。
变晚上了。
You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
靠腰，我不忍不住会眨眼睛。
Two brackets.
不是那个真的，你要有意识控制，你眨眼真的很难哦。
On each bracket.
就说不要买 IKEA 了吧。
Screw.
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
通通错是不是？哦，家里面变另外一个样子了。
Congratulations, B. First of many, I'd assume.
因为你只要眼睛一眨，它就会往前跳进度。
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Get away！ 哦，变冲浪仔了呢哦。嗯？
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down. I'll drive.
隔壁有人搬过来是不是？克罗伊，
My house.
女生吗？
Not.
嗨，是我啦，是我啦！
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Maybe if you actually got me a playscape, I'd want to.
Please 给
That's not fair, Chloe.
女
You're
生啦。
not fair. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you.
不会要拼扎眼了吧？我先扎，我先扎，我先扎好，先扎好。好，我准备好了，来，我准备好了，我不会扎了，
Why are you always out here taking photos?
可以撑10秒。
You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
这什么东西啦？
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But try to take a photo of.
看，太难了，
Quiet, everyone.
太难了
Play for us.
啊！完了，青梅竹马没有青梅竹马了。
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And God,
哦，
The class is world history.
不是这
My
种
name is
真的难，真的难。好了，不管了啦，
Class.
我就尽量撑啦，撑不住我也没办法啦。
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
邻家的怪小子，我们在同一班，好巧。请你记住，虽然我们在学校，但要装作不认识对
This
方
is a
哦。
quote.
千万不要找我聊天，爱你的克洛伊。
Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
遗忘过去者，注定要重蹈覆辙。
Now I will go on to the
Stop
next slide.
staring at.
Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were.
遗忘过去者，注定
So
会
those who do
重蹈
not
覆辙。
remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed, it is.
是啦。
Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If
You broke
we
my no
do
talking
not
rule,
act
but I
account
asked you
past,
to, so
we are destined
I guess I'll have
to
to let
embarrass
you live.
ourselves in all sorts of ways.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it.
哦
for himself.
，PlayStation 是吗？
The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever.
海螺宝贝，
Crap.
全新海螺挑战者、哦，深受玩家喜爱的海螺宝贝，总算在 PlayScaper 主机推出。
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
这是神奇宝贝嘛？
Hang out with you? That's a very interesting detail.
对吧？你看神奇宝贝吧。
I really want this one. Maybe I'll use tickle stick.
哎，好会画哦。
Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard.
照画不误。
Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough.
很可爱啊。
So ugly.
很可爱啊。我觉得画的蛮好的啊。哎，谢谢走进巷子里。感谢。
It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary.
要到音乐学校去了。
Go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco.
有青梅竹马，你不要随便帮我下定论哈。
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
班杰明。
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition?
你看，过2年了。
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once.
哇，主角很紧张哎。
I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
柔烂。 哦，这个是还可以自己选择，是不是？哦，还有选择的哎。还有30天就要甄选了。Remember, today is the first day of the receipt of your life. 有手机啊。
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
哇，没有朋友了。
Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
音乐是一世的啊，这个电话是一辈子的。
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out of.
Okay.
Man, did I just cause a fight with your parents? I'm sorry, dude, but you should also cherish these moments. My mom and dad used to fight, and I would
哦，
always
他爸妈
do
离
it,
婚了，是不是？
but now I actually miss it a lot.
哦。
Anyway, so basically across the board, crustacean types perform
靠
well against
腰。
mollusk types. So we gotta be leaning on
靠
lobster
腰，
a lot
讲攻略
more
哦。
in reef battles. Then, once we get to the trench, we'll be facing what
哎呦，撑不住，撑不住。
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead.
所以我们刚才那个摆渡人
And what if they are deemed unworthy?
不会就是
Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet,
Hey,
and she's got
Mr. Kid.
that's a she, the head of a crocodile, fur of a lion. See,
今晚趁我爸睡觉之后，我要偷跑出去睡在沙滩上。我要邀请你的话，就画一个老师便秘的图给我。爱你的邻家怪小
as you
子。
can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
真
Okay,
小
I'll
啦
call you when I'm leaving my house. You better
卖脑啦，笑屁笑。
I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
所以他说晚上是不是？哎，剩下1天了。
Just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
吵架了。
Listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
阿皮，平常你撑不久就算了，可是这次攻略我还没操完，你这么快，我是要怎么破关打4大天王
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will
我把我
awaken
花
a
抖啊，
master.
乱吵。
Trust me.
很难呐、这个不眨眼睛没那么简单哦。
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
好，好，那我要出门喽。偷跑出去。
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
该不会就是因为做这件事情，后来发生什么意外啊？哦，真的到海边了。
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Consters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game.
对嘛，这超神奇宝贝
He calls it
没
a？ cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game.
哎
I，also think that if
这
it
意思
was
就
a
是
really
说
good game,
他喜欢克洛伊
I
吗？
wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much.
意
Would
义
have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it.
快，很难
Like
跟啊
my！favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever.
啥？
And you're probably the least popular boy in the
S
school, but I also like hanging out with you the most, which was also something I wanted to talk
Stay
to you about.
Stay
I like
here
hanging out with you a lot.
哦
Which，is
有了，
weird because after what happened with my mom, I never liked hanging out with anyone.
留在这里。
So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk.
还有没有可以让我眨眼的？
Cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
啊！
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
不会，
It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay?
完了，
Close your eyes, Ben. I'm going to be there soon.
废掉了。废掉了，废
In
掉
your
了。
own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
近女色，为什么不能两全其美？这世界这么残酷的吗？
Okay, okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay?
完了。
All right.
完了。
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
妈妈发牢骚，又是这个，勇于冒险，成就不凡。
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
他是疲劳驾驶啊？为什么在摇头？
We want him home from school for a while, just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
啊，肺炎哦？不是吧？我就是去个海边就得肺炎。
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
听不清楚的对话，好令人不知道该怎么说啊，就是有一种事情很无奈啊，人生就是一这样不断的顺水推舟，那一眨眼，我都还没有把握住当下就过了。而且还不是你可以控制的，你知道吗？海滩怎么变那么脏？
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
又过了好几年了，他就没去上学了是吗？好，谢谢我们的 LIGA， 感谢订阅。啊，然后他七大也不见了，得不偿失。又要把那个玩具送走了吗？哎，没送走哎，不是都要送给别人了吗？呜呼！ 哦，有点强。哦。
You hear me? What's he doing in there?
He's drawing. He's becoming...
废寝忘食了。哇！哎，又过了1个月，1个月比1个月强，还有电绘版呢。
What about his piano?
Oh, he doesn't play much anymore. But you have to see how good he is.
哎，不会又要压榨你儿子吧？
And Mr. Benjamin Bridge. Bryn has been awarded first place.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad in tears.
所以克洛伊还在，这是什么烂马？这是马娘吗？哦，学校里面举办的比赛啊，小比赛而已。艺术学校申请书，请两小段话来证明，说明是什么让你想要从事艺术。哦，酷哎！哦，这连话都不用讲了啦，人话不多。
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists.
Artists.
And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies!
你是达文西是不是啊？很会的哦。啊，所以艺术学校应该是本地学校咯，照这样看的话，不是要画你吧？靠腰。
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
我把它画成不男不女了，怎么又是你？
There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape.
你看得懂这什么吗？这就是艺术啊，各位。
Oh, you fiend! I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here.
皮卡索。
You see, he has
Wow!
reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece. I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear a talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
厉害了吧？
It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
啊，参展了是不是？这么快哦？哇，太快了吧！
The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely
班杰明
ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I
哦，
can
他搬到
teach
别
you
的地方
one
去
thing,
住了。
it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder.
小班
One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat.
这个老师也是蛮过分的。我觉得老师也是挺过分的。
You're not selling your soul.
签订合约哦。可是签了不是可以过好生活吗？我要做自己。
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. But what's talent? Okay, that's it. Get out of my office. You know I'd call security if I thought you were actually a threat. But what are you going to do? Paint me to death?
啊，就 wish， 如你所愿。来，我就画一个，把你画死。
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. Ah, this is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly?
老师是不是好人？我也不知道啊。
Somewhere abroad. This American air can be stifling. Ah, now what to eat? If we both only get appetizers, I can afford to go Dutch. Otherwise, I thank you for the dinner.
老师也很穷的意思啊，你懂吗？所以搞艺术的没有办法卖出变现就是穷啊，各位。没法得啦。哦。
Honey, stop. Is that a engine room? Oh my god. I think it is. Of all places.
为什么连观光客都认识我啊？太酷了吧！哇，我只画了一个闪光光，什么都没画。
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich.
班杰明，一个年轻的大师哦。
Is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star, and how bored we become once it's
太扯了吧！如果你有眼睛，你一定会喜欢这个秀的哦。纽约论坛啊，然后还有那个时代艺术啊。他说这个老班小班的话，靠腰。
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're such an important... Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there.
那也太不孝了吧！
I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just going to get back to work, okay? Goodbye, Benny.
艾儿是他妈妈。
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear
Oh,
from
这么
the
快
person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife
我干，这么快哦！
her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny, you ready to come up here? Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
好难过。
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
哦，好难过。
Hey, B.
为了名誉疯狂。
Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
干是怎么忍得住啦？你怎么忍得住？
Your mother gone. I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son? It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
"抱歉，我暂时玩不下去。 太难过了吧！
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
他是阿努比斯啊。
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster? Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within.
他是讲他妈妈。
How about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love? Now be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scum dog!
聊天室不要吵，我要放疯狗出来咬你了。
I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds.
啊，骗人鸟这样。
They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
啥意思？
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in.
说谎的味道。
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck.
所以主角根本就
thrown you back and sanitized my paws.
只看到自己看的地方，是不是？就派啊。
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Huh?
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one?
哦，他不让我弹了。
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about you?
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
这个是他的那个外公的事情，对不对？哦，他帮我撑住了。没有，现在还是那个有沙漏。有了。
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh.
I
what is
see.
it?
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E. This will be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
没有，我觉得应该就是那些你没办法撑住的，就是像这边嘛，还有就是他父母离婚那一段，他外面到底什么东西？因为猫不是突然不见了吗？敢不会是？可可！
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson.
土狼
That simply being alive wasn't
他
enough.
爸说郊区有土狼，对不对
So？ then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
所以是受到刺激啊。
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has been a big surprise for me this year.
这一段就是那个嘛，
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
一直催我干嘛啦？
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
啊，父母离婚那一段是吗？
Make sure you stay engaged.
Please try to speak a little softer.
还是父母吵架？因为后来完全都不知道他父母发生什么事情，然后莫名其妙他就跑去学那个艺术学院。
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
肺癌吗？
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise.
所以他在床，他
This isn't video game time.
他在床上是
I
因
want you to
为
figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
啊
Try writing with it.
太忙。
Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
哦 ，YY 小说家，
Okay?
靠腰啊！班杰明布林的精彩人孙，他的童年非常快乐，成长在一个充满爱的家庭。Rising before love. by 他就说他就是慈爱的父母啊，对，在旁边有了，这不是就是那个狼人讲的那几句吗？他妈妈是个作曲家，support her family， 他就跑去当有一个职业就是会计师啊。
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story.
所以不是梦啊，
He'd loved finger painting as a child.
是真的，没有变好人。
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
哦，照那个核磁共振，看来真的蛮严重的。
Great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do. I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that
都听到了啦。
your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay?
平凡的人生啊。班杰明是一个输家。 糕的，布林家之中最糟糕的人。Even try fight， 他的连尝试反抗都没有。病魔啦，然后呢 ，just and down， 静静的等死啊。那该不会是？
Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
吗啡啊，已经是算安宁病房了，是不是？啊？
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this.
就是要钱，是不是
？Okay.
然后妈妈后来逃避，
Well,
就剩爸爸在支撑
well,
这
then
个。
I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got. 克罗伊。
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already.
Hey, Benny. Buddy. Did you just throw something? Kinda sounded like you threw your cell phone at the wall. You know, your mom's not mad at you. She's tired. Really tired, I think. You know, it's okay if you did throw your phone at the wall. Hell, I mean, I wanted to throw my phone at the wall a minute ago. You know what? Maybe I will throw my phone at the wall. You ready? Ha-ha! Did you hear that, Benny? Yeah, we should throw things more often. Cheaper than therapy, I can tell you that much.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, It was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
我刚才没按啊。
Wait, is that's my bass? How did you figure out how to play that?
Wow.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
他妈妈感觉已经有点不太正常了，有没有？眼神都不对了。现在连那个呼吸器都有了，铁肺还是什么的，不是铁肺啦，就是那个一定要按。哎，你怎么回来了？这也太憔悴了吧！哦，好烦哦！
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she's more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
$29通电话。
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
哈哈，你是我的初恋情人，爱你的克罗伊。
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
这是什么意思？代表说他们关系重建了吗？哇！啊！
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny. Just close your eyes.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think.
对啊，都是龙舌兰，枯萎之后成长、开花的树，植物啦，不是树，但是看起来像树。我也不知道龙舌兰是不是长这样。嗯？
There she is. Wish me luck.
跟我预期的有落差。 我也会变成
Gatekeeper. Before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
猫神。
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he
抱歉，我要
reminded
作
them
弊了。
exactly who they
我要
were
看 OBS 的画面。
after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
He must be somewhere that he likes.
Oh. 啊！老了，控制不住泪腺了。
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you.
这个游戏是他要做给他老爸玩。
And when you meet
献给他老爸的。
You're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone. When that chance comes through, I'm gonna prove you wrong. In a market, in a desert, you'll remember why you came here. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, gripped tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not. You wanna make some money, give a kid to dad when he has somebody. You're gonna feel the same, and without him, you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, ripped tied to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. Left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
我觉得这一部的音效跟他的音乐做的真的还蛮不错的，而他那个配音的真的配的挺好的。我说实在的，在声音的拿捏拿捏的非常好。个人觉得这个真的蛮猛的一款。
不哭不哭，眼泪是珍珠。
因为我之前就有看到，其实我原本想要玩，对吧？但是他这个。对吧？当时想说啊，下面留言一大堆人说什么哭爆，然后说算了，不要碰，年纪大了，经不住折腾。干，今天小鸡送了，说好啦，玩一下啦，应该还好。可是干，真的撑不住，我真的撑不住啊，太难过了。干，想想又觉得难过。看我刚才真的爆哭哎，没有跟你开玩笑的。有哭的加一。我刚才是哭到已经不能控制的那一种。唉。没有，就是年纪大了，你知道吗？对很多东西都有感触。等 对没法度。其实也不是无情啊，就是
9%只差一步
可能没有经历
就能
过
见到我9年没流的眼泪。OPCGWA
就所谓的共感，懂吗？虽然有些东西自己没经历过的是，就是你身边的朋友遇到，或者说你哪边的那个嘛，就是有一些怎么样，你有听过或是有接触过，你懂那种就是你懂吗？人生阅历越多，你对这东西就真的是越难过。我觉得不错啊，他对那个时间表现的手法，其实真的蛮好的。为什么跳了一个东西出来？直接离开游戏 ？What？ 就莫名其妙就没了，强制关闭，还不错啦，挺赞的。